Hey everybody, welcome to the daily market commentary. It is the 14th of November. It's a Tuesday. I hope everybody had a great trading day. For those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. Glad you were able to make it in. We do the same thing every day on the daily market commentary. We look at the same 10 to 12 futures markets and we identify where reversals or breakout or trade opportunities may be. But the most important thing that we do is the analysis that we do, we leave those lines on the charts. And the reason we leave those lines on the charts is so that you can see, good or bad, what trades do and how they work out over time. So let's go ahead and dive into it and get rolling. So kicking off with the S&P. So on the ES today, we had a huge move down early in the day, and then the market just rallied back like it's done for the last couple of days. The last couple of days, we've seen early day sell-offs followed by late to midday rallies, but the rallies are not coming back all the way up. So we are definitely in a downward trend on this hourly chart. We definitely have lower swing highs, consecutive lower swing highs. Here we did actually get a consecutive lower swing low. So we're at a point now where we could see a bit of a reversal. If you are a little bit more of an active trader, now could be a time to short this thing actually right now when we get a candle with a lower low and then placing your stop above the prior candle's high. And that's really just trading candle to candle. So, one of the things I talk a little bit about, but not too much about, is trading candle to candle. I think we did a video on breakouts last week. I think the next video that I do will be on trading candle to candle, which actually might help. Somebody asked about a retest video as well. When I'm looking for a retest, I want to trade in a candle-to-candle fashion. So if that's something you want to know more about, just let me know, and I'll try to we'll try to do another YouTube and Facebook and Twitter live on that topic. So, but that's what I would do in this situation. I'm actually not at this time of the day. This time of the day is not a good time of the day for me to be trading candle to candle, just because it's the end of the day. It's not something that I want to be doing. So, but the S&P, I still have this level down here, this small time frame level, which we're nowhere near that zone yet, and I'm going to allow price to kind of chop around until it gets there. This area up here every day that we don't get to it is more and more attractive to me, and that would be this region of resistance just above here. Now, a lot of people that are breakout traders that don't trade breakouts the right way are going to take a breakout above this area just simply because they think that hey, we got above here, time to get in, time to get long, but there's no room to roam, right? When we talk about breakouts, we talk about a room to roam, and so this could be an area for a potential opportunity in the future. Looking at the Nasdaq. So the Nasdaq, we've still got that level in the Nasdaq that we've not yet touched. It's a small time frame level. We almost hit it Monday afternoon. We're unable to penetrate that thing Monday afternoon. Price has continued to fall from that area. This level does still exist. It's actually kind of the same level that we just found on the S&P. And then on the hourly chart, we'd have to look a bit deeper. So right now we're just kind of trading in a range, and not that range-bound trading is bad. For those of you that are options traders, you know that range-bound trading can be very effective and something that we can really, truly enjoy. But right now, this is just range-bound trading, and for futures traders, range-bound is not always going to be the best. I don't want to try to search for 3 and 5 point moves in the Nasdaq, because then I'm just begging to get killed on a big move one day. Now, let's talk about our breakout trades for the day. So crude oil, we had this level identified yesterday, and yesterday I said that I liked it a little bit more because we had bounced off of it and rallied up. Now, the thing I like specifically about this breakout is that we came to it and we based a bit before, and then we got the strong breakdown out of the level. So you're talking about 56.27. Now we're trading at 54.90. Many of you should still be in that position. That position should be there's no reason to have been stopped out yet. Our initial target was this area right in here, which was our prior resistance back in there. This was kind of our initial target. Remember, if you remember from the breakout video, we talked about that this would be my true opposing level of support, and I want to get out at about 75% of that, which would be right about here. So those of you that follow me on Twitter, I posted a Twitter report to saying much the same thing. Didn't mean you have to take the whole position off, and indeed we are still continuing to fall. This is really my next eventual target, is back to this 53.79 region, and I think that this is where we could be headed next. So Cha-ching on that one. Now, that being said, I got to get rid of this line. So this one is gone. It's no longer in my in my decision making. Now, for those of you that want to get in on this move down, you may get a little bit of an opportunity right back in here. I don't love this level. I'm not in love with this level, but this level could retest sometime in the overnight hours and give you a chance to get back in. I'm not going to leave these lines on the charts because, frankly, I'm not in love with it. But if it's something you think you want to give it a shot, then then you can leave it in. The level I do like much better is right up here where we have this fair price region, where the market determined that was a fair price between the buying and the selling that was occurring at this region, and then price fell away from that fair price area, leaving behind what could be a spot for us to get short on a bit of a return. Now, this is on a 15-minute chart, so anytime we do 15-minute charts, we use a different color so that we are designating it that it is a smaller time period, and that smaller time period color is important for us to remember. So this is in place, and we'll be looking at this one later on this week. So crude oil, the breakout was a very effective trade for us to the downside. It's the breakout trade is over, so now we're looking for a reversal back into this region. Gold, the breakout to the upside was very effective. It broke out, gave you a little bit of heat early, but then eventually wound up. And if this is your opposing target at 75%, then you are out for a small profit. So both gold and oil today in the breakout world were good, solid moves and good, solid plays for the day. Now, we were not able to reach entry on our small time frame level, as you want to talk about just getting nicked by a tick, as one of my friends would say. You got nicked by a tick and didn't get filled on that level. So I'm going to remove this breakout line, still leaving this small 15-minute level here, although it does have not as much validity as it would normally have, since price almost came once. All right, so after we look at those, now let's go ahead and take a look at our bond markets. So the bond markets, we are currently sitting in our small time frame entry level, and it's not looking great at the moment, to be quite frank. We came into it, it's just kind of hanging around at that small time frame entry level. I am not a believer in this. I don't think this level is going to work out very well. I'm going to be, if I just get a little bit of a movement down, I'm going to be moving my stop to break even very, very quickly if I'm in this thing. I think that would make a lot of sense if you're in this thing. Move that stop very quickly. I don't love this level just simply because of the way that we came into it. Remember, it was found on the smaller time period, so certainly it has less risk. But at this point, I'm going to remove it from my charts. If you are in this thing, just play it very tight. So that one not quite working out the way we would like it. The Aussie. So the Aussie level, we got a little bit of the breakdown on the Aussie level. We talked about our stop being just above this pivot high right here, and that's exactly kind of where we are and where we're sitting. Haven't gotten a really strong follow through on that one yet either. So that one I would be pretty cautious of as well. If you're not in this short yet, you might want to wait for it to start to move down and then get in on a reversal. This one is not working out very well in our favor. We got the breakdown, but we've not really yet gotten the follow through. That stop is still up there, kind of keeping us protected so that we don't hurt ourselves overall. So now we're taking a look at the euro, and this euro level I had just deleted the line a minute ago. Didn't mean to delete it ahead of time. This is a level that did not work out. We had actually this level identified, and price came up into this region and blew right through the zone. Not every level is going to work out, and this is an example of one that just had so much momentum coming into it that it blew right through the level. Now, on this one, we are coming near an area where we could see a good reversal right up in here. So kind of keep an eye on this. That's up to you and your risk tolerances. I'm going to leave this one be since it treated me to a little bit of a whoopings earlier today. I don't want to go back to the woodshed yet. When I look at the euro on a daily chart, This is really our biggest bullish day we've had in the euro in quite a while. And a little surprising, frankly. I still anticipate us to get to this area down in here, 115 on the euro overall. So let's see if we get a reversal off of one of these levels right there. Canadian dollar still just chopping around between levels. Nothing really to add based on yesterday's analysis, as it's just staying in between those regions. Last four markets. So Nat gas didn't come anywhere near our levels today. The British pound came nowhere near our levels today. Neither one of those came anywhere inside of where we're looking at the moment. You know, the British pound does give this little bit of an area here before the gap. Today we almost got to the gap fill but didn't quite reach it. So, you know, that little region there just before the gap could still be, especially on a smaller picture. You know, you could have a little bit, and actually, I like to include that pivot just above as well. When I go to that smaller time frame, it makes me want to include that pivot just above, and I'd really include all of this in here. And the reason for that is because, you know, this is where the market deemed that there was a fair price, came down, and then there was a lot more of a fair price area right in here. Before then, completely running out of anybody that was a willing buyer at this price point. And the question is, did every single order that wanted to sell, was it all able to be fulfilled? And the answer to that is probably not. There's probably still some selling that's going to occur up there, and the fact that we have moved away from there in a way that included a gap in the past, I think is going to help more traders determine that they're going to want to jump on that selling bandwagon. I'm going to put it in purple because it's a slightly smaller time frame level, but this is one to keep an eye on for tomorrow or maybe even a bit later. Japanese yen, we had a small level right in here. Price came really close and then completely missed. So we're still waiting on it as not come yet to entry. And then we didn't have anything set up in the copper futures as we finished off the breakout trade from a couple of days ago, and we're waiting on another good setup to show itself. So that being said, hope everybody had a great trading day today. If there's anything I can do for you, certainly feel free to reach me. My email address is chuck@iiefinancial.com. That's chuck@iiefinancial.com. Feel free to reach out to me anytime. Anything I can do to help you, please let me know. Have a good day, and I will see you soon.